Check this out, man. I'm back at it. C Matrix. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Why everybody like this clown here steady worried about Big Dirty and Pooh Shiesty? Always, I'm sorry. I always thought Pooh Shiesty was not a good rapper. A lot of these newer rappers not good rappers, but the subject is about how this clown Sadie Nash is not. It's he don't, like I stated before, he don't support down south music. He not from down south. He's from California. So everything he says about down south music artists is not going to be good. But you don't see him making videos about Kendrick Lamar. So on to the subject, man. Why he's trying to keep everybody's attention about that. My man Future, I can't say my man Future, but the OG, man, in the current, like, underground rap. I'm gonna say underground rap because that's kind of what my channel revolves around too, right? I know it's all about this from what he posted in Super Trapper, but since Young Scooter died March 28, 2025, he just dropped his first verse with DJ Khaled and Lil Baby. And what way to go is to go bigger. He just dropped it, a verse on, probably one of the best verses I've heard in a while this year alone. So, especially from him, all right? But just dropped that, and it's called One of Them. That track is, kind of crazy right now. Lil Baby kind of came a little, crazy with it too, but I feel like they might as well have had Thug on the hook, but I feel like they got some stuff in the works. But yeah, man, this was crazy. This was his first verse, since Scooter died, and he not speaking about nothing, or since Casino got locked up, busted for the fan. I never even spoke on on that, but you see what he rocking though, this what threw me. I love the video, man. It was cool, it was Maybachs everywhere. I hope they was the V12 ones, the S680s, on the S580s. It's like you might as well go get a, AMG S-Class, like, whatever. That's just me. But, yeah, man, you see what he rocking, though. He went Yeezus on us, with the whole kilt dress looking thing. I'm pretty sure it's something spiritual, but, everybody go clown you on it, bro. So, and you see you got this, the first video with you rocking your new cut, man, your new dude, since you got rid of the dreads and stuff. So, man, shout out to the boy Future, man. He came hard with it. He 1, 2, 3, 4 meals. That's just on mansions. He said a lot in there, but it wasn't nothing to him. It wasn't never nothing incriminating, like I'm saying. So, yeah, man, the song, like I said, Maybachs everywhere. Look at that, all on two-tone. Like I said, hopefully they was the S680s. Look like they got the V12 badge on the side, but yeah, man, a lot of motherfuckers don't even. Next thing you know, motherfuckers finna be talking about cars. They gonna be talking about cars next on their shit. So, yeah, man, it was a dope little track. All of them kind of came hard. Well, both of them came hard. So, it's good to see Future and, a good spirit still coming hard on the tracks and not letting the death of his, fallen, comrade, let him, back him off. I bet we got a lot of verses coming from Future. I'm sure he working on the album. He said he was working on the album after they dropped mixtape Pluto. That's when Joe Budden did some old fugazi shit and said nobody wants to hear another Future album. So he still ain't dropped it yet, but a lot of that happened within the midst of even dropping We Still Don't Trust You Part 2 and the first We Still Don't Trust You. He's still really getting paid off like that with Kendrick Lamar. Man, he's still getting paid off Kendrick Lamar though. So Sadie Nash, they don't talk about that, man. So like I said, all they care about is pushing. They push more violence than the music. You got to break down the music to see what's up, but they break it down and that's all they promote. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all think they promote more music, more violence in the music than the rappers, because the rappers could be just speaking in metaphor, for anything they know. They just take it out of context. They don't even be knowing these rappers. Don't talk to them a day in their life. They gossip more than the females. So, like I said, Future, they killed it, man, on One of Them. Yeah.